My dad swears that he's not racist, but ask me what's wrong with white America? That is the thing about most racists. They do not think that they are racist at all, just because they're not actively trying to harm black people. And a lot of these people are told by other white people, no man, you're not racist. And they're like, yeah. When I lived in East Texas, I used to hear a lot, I'm not racist, I just wish those people would stay on their own side of town. Or they'll say, I'm not racist, but I think if those people come to our country, they should have to speak our language. But they think if they're not using the N-word or trying to hit these people with their cars, then they must not be racist. If there's a person of color that they work with and they haven't actively tried to get them fired, then they must not be racist. These people typically have very narrow worldviews and they see everything on a binary. So if they were ever nice to anybody of any minority in their life, then they absolutely cannot be racist. You cannot call me a racist. I held a door open for a black lady the other day. A lot of times they think that that dismisses anything bad that they've ever done towards that minority group. They just severely lack self-awareness, and when you try and educate them on this, they're like, no, that's not racism. Don't tell me what racism is. I know what it is. It's when you go out and you burn crosses in front of people's houses, and I've never done that. And that's why these people are fully unable to take in what systemic racism actually means. They have just as many opportunities as we do, sometimes more. We don't get affirmative action. And they fully believe that people who grew up like this had the exact same opportunities as the people who grew up like this. I grew up poor too, so I don't want to hear their excuses why they can't get ahead. And that's why many of these people don't think that they are racist at all. That's why they can see this as heritage and not hate. But as long as they're not doing anything like this, or like this, then you can't call them racist. And if you do, you are the one being racist towards them for calling them a racist. And that's why they have terms now like reverse racism. That's not a thing, but they think it is. So whenever you see somebody being a racist person and you tell them that they're racist, and they say they're not, they fully believe that. When you try to explain to them that racism is more than what they think racism is, they will not believe you at all. Because they have built up a confirmation bias in their heads that cannot be broken. That doesn't mean that we should just give up on them and let them be however they want to be. Because if they think that they can get away with making life hard for marginalized communities, we owe it to them to just make life hard for them in return. I'd like to think that that's what Jesus would do.